I think that's just crazy to think that that all happened because I said yes to helping out my friend like shoot some content. Good morning, fam! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to take you along for a little day in my life. It's gonna be very fun, and I'm starting out with a little haircut. As you can see, it's pretty grown out and I'm ready for a change, so I'm so excited to get my cut. And also a huge shout out to Nordgreen watches for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely love the watch that they sent me, and they have so many beautiful pieces that are timeless and elegant. Look at how cute it is. It matches my outfit. I love the gold. And I know I'm gonna be wearing this again and again for years. And with Mother's Day coming up, one of these watches would be such a perfect gift to a mother figure in your life. I know my mom has just made so many sacrifices and really shaped me into the woman I am today. And I always love giving back to her in any way I can. These watches are so stunning. I would definitely get this one for my mom. Speaking of giving back, I love supporting responsible companies, and Nordgreen is a B Corp certified brand, which means that they adhere to the highest social and environmental standards. I love that Nordgreen places a strong emphasis on their giving back program. In the program, every watch sold contributes to a meaningful cause, and you as the customer get to decide which one resonates with you the most. And so far, so many meaningful donations have been made to Water for Good, Cool Earth, and Pratham UK, which is so amazing to see from a brand and really shows, the values that this company upholds. Mother's Day is just around the corner, so make sure to celebrate the women and mothers in your life with a beautiful watch from Nordgreen, or treat yourself, and you can use my code EMMAP for 15% off. And without further ado, let's get back to the video. So thank you so much, Nordgreen, for sponsoring today's video. I'll have all their links down below, as well as a little discount. Let's go start the day and let's get this haircut. No, it's okay.
Shakespeare.
Yo. Is this the shortest I've ever done?
Yes, because I'm making more eccentric, more...
Yes, have fun with it. Cut it all. I don't care.
So now we're gonna do something, don't get scared, okay?
Okay. Not get scared.
But this is the best part of this.
Thank God I trust you.
Yeah.
You look so funny.
Trust me for this. That, like,
yeah.
Pieces, just like, and also like, there's gonna be some longer pieces that are gonna overlap. They're a little longer, but that's the whole deal of it.
So cool.
It's stunning, right?
It's so cool.
Did it or what?
Good job. Thank you so much. So I'm in Times Square right now. I'm walking over to my modeling job. I'm modeling for Bridal Fashion Week, which is always really fun. I've done it about like 3 or 4 times now. I feel like now I know what to expect and it's always really fun. You get to meet a lot of people. It's pretty nice to wear all these beautiful like bridal couture. I feel like I've tried so many wedding dresses at this point that I'm just overwhelmed by all the options, but you know, it's always really nice wearing a designer that you really love. I'm working with Nadia Mahada's bridal. I love her. She always makes me feel so comfortable and actually treats me like a human. A lot of modeling jobs, you know, you'll hear like comments on your body. I even had a sketchy experience with another designer where they would constantly just make comments on like my chest and like things like that, and it just made me super uncomfortable. So I'm just so happy to be working with her on this. But after the show, which ends at around 5, I'm going to this networking event hosted by Rella and Discord. I'll talk a little bit more about them later, but it should be fun. It's a very packed day. I don't know. This is my outfit for tonight. I really love this vintage jacket. This is from Harley Davidson. I'll keep you posted and show you some clips throughout the day. Mwah!
Adrian, come say hi.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm telling her she made it sound so romantic.
It wasn't.
Yeah. She works romantic. It looks pretty, right? Yes. I was there. Oh yeah.
Okay, bridal show is wrapped, and now I'm heading over to the Rella and Discord event. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet everybody there. I think they're having like a panel and talking about, you know, being a creator, how to succeed on our platforms and all that stuff. So I'm super interested in the talk. I had an interesting conversation with the other model today, and we were talking about how through just random acts of meeting somebody or doing some random job, like causing this butterfly effect, and you end up getting something super big. And I think that's just where the power of networking lies. I think good connections definitely gets you farther along in your career and anything really that you're trying to do. I was telling her the story of how I helped out a friend who was doing social media for this jewelry brand, shoot some content like in my apartment. I just helped them out, like modeled for free. The PR person of that jewelry brand later tagged me in a post of a casting for a beauty brand. They ended up hiring me, and later on after the shoot, they booked me for another shoot, which ended up being a huge campaign, and our faces were posted in New York, LA, Chicago, and I think that's just crazy to think that that all happened because I said yes to helping out my friend like shoot some content. And it might be intimidating. I'm definitely like more of an introvert and a little shy at times, but I think the more I put myself out there and I get used to the feeling of being a little uncomfortable, I think it pays off. So let's see what this event has in store for us. I'm almost there, I think. Okay, we're on the right track.
I really do think that community is just gonna be here to stay, and as content creators, you know, relying on things like sponsors gets really scary and unreliable. And so what role do you envision your community to play in the future in your content and your career? Like, how do you want to bring them in more? How do you want to work with them more?
When I first launched like my business, I was so scared of like sharing the behind the scenes before I launched that I didn't take community feedback before I did. And so we launched a great product, but my number one piece of feedback was like, we want it in different colors. And if I had asked people before that and like set up time to actually chat with them beforehand, then I probably would have like had a bigger launch because we would have had more colors. For me going forward in a place where I have my own business and I'm not relying on sponsors, which I hope to continue to do, but if you're not relying on sponsors, you definitely want to take community feedback, especially as a brand founder. And that means that like I've set up like little chats with my community when they're like, oh, I don't like how long the robe is, or I don't like what this specific, experience with it was on the website.
Talk about money early and often, and to not isolate yourself from other creators and other creative people. That was one of the hardest things for me as a young creator, was the isolation and the opacity of the industry. I think that now there is a little bit more transparency in terms of people talking about how much money they're making, but a decade ago, and even at the end of my career, there was a ton of opacity. I would tell myself to really advocate for that financial transparency, for the data transparency.
So I totally agree with that. And then another thing I would tell my younger self and other people is not to strive for virality. Like, don't strive to go viral. I think it's really easy now with TikTok. Like, we see, oh my God, this person just got 1 million views overnight, or this person just gained 1 million followers within 3 months. Like, I now need to replicate that and do more get ready with me's and whatever else is like really trendy, because that's what's gonna get me followers. I think that if you strive for virality, one, it may never happen, and that's okay. I don't think you need to go viral. I think you just need to focus on, again, like I said earlier, like cultivating that community and focusing on the people that aren't going to your channel. What do they like to see from you? What do you like to post? Because if you don't like creating content, then you're gonna burn out. You're not gonna make this a sustainable business. And also, what I think the downside of virality is you feel stuck in a certain niche. You feel stuck in a certain type of content or certain video, and you might not want to do that forever, or you might not have even like really liked that video that went viral. And so I always say to just continue to strive for authenticity, for building community. People will come, even if it's a slow and steady journey. Like, I've been doing YouTube since 2011, and I never had anything go like super viral. Nothing catapulted me. Everything has been slow and steady, and I was able to quit my job 8 years after I started. Like, that's not overnight, and I'm really grateful for that.